Hi there, good afternoon. Reflecting on a conversation I had earlier today, and I got asked, Steven, how did you get out of this 3D matrix? And how did you get out of this 3D prison? So it's high time for me to start speaking about this, and I'd like to share my own experience with how I got out of it. And there's a few things I had to become aware of. So first thing I found out was many years ago, you do it the hard way or the easy way. And I found out the hard way that we come here as a volunteered spiritual being living a temporary human experience. So we're meant to experience certain things. The most important one is the emotional experience and without being stuck by it. That's the key ingredient right there. Whatever happened from the past is not there as a life sentence, but it's there to learn something and grow from it, and then from there improve upon it and grow from there. So this was majorly important. The next part, which I found very important, is having an appreciation or the gratitude, thanking the universe, whatever you want to believe in, that deep down inside there's something else beyond working this regular, either a job or a career. And when I had my one experience, my one particular near-death experience, and I left my body and I went to the spiritual realm, I found out very quickly all the emotional entanglements at the time, they were still with me when I transitioned from here to the other side. And then when I came back, I'm like, now I have a bit of an idea of what's going on. So you're still with me here. The next step is I got introduced to the soul blueprint. And the soul blueprint is having the awareness, which is 80% of the healing factor. Meaning there's certain areas in one's life, myself as the example, how good was my stability growing up? How well did I speak or express? How good was my leadership? And was I overly responsible or under-responsible in other areas of my life? Once I had the contrast of both the positive and the negative experiences, it became very evident, I like this and I don't like that. And going forward, I can't go anywhere until I started cleaning up, or I cleaned up my past. And the past is any of the childhood experiences, any and all interferences from the family, the culture, and the religion, and I was willing to take a chance on me. And the moment I was willing to take a chance on me, and I showed the universe, I was willing to give up a 6-figure job. I gave up my dream job as a commercial pilot. Then bit by bit, as I started earning the trust back with the universe reciprocated the same thing back to me. And then over a period of time, I got connected back with my younger self. I got connected back with my spiritual guides. And from there, step by step, I started unplugging all of the emotional cords, the entanglements, and the stuff runs deep with us. And we're in a 5D consciousness. So right now, it's way easier. Like I said, once you have the awareness, or when certain people keep showing up and they remind us, or reminded me of something from the past, I have to ask myself, where's this thing coming from? Where's this trigger? Where's the initial boiler point of this friction? Where does it stem from? The moment I have that awareness, I start unplugging that with the assistance of my spiritual guides from the light. Then step by step, this is where I start elevating my frequency, because the first thing I have to do is I have to go in and release the negative charged energy. And depending if it's critical, I have to go down deep to it, down to the source of it, and saying I'm willing to let it go. And then from there, the rest of it truthfully depends on one's time, their energy, and whatever the priority is. The rest of it's just surely the commitment and the willpower and the commitment and the diligence with the universe. And the rest of it, at one point, you'll pull through with it. So we're living in a fascinating time. And it is a time there that's supported by the universe in order for us to go on the inside, do the shadow work. As the soul vibrates at a way, way higher frequency. And the only reason, or one of the major reasons why it comes down here, is to release the 3D entanglements. And for one point, enough was enough for me, and whatever I was doing wasn't good enough. So I made the decision, I'm cutting everything energetically and freeing myself of those negative charged energies, and freeing myself and elevating to the 4D and to the 5D. So it's a quick snapshot of what got me into it, where I am today, and as a source of inspiration for others, that if you think you're stuck, there's another way out. And simply taking a chance on oneself with this, and then having the right guidance, the right direction with this, and keep going with it. So until next time, be kind with yourself, treat each other well, and enjoy the rest of your day.